Hello and welcome to the third episode of this Bristol Rovers career mode save. I'm Bromo18 and today it is transfer deadline day. We have one game against Fleetwood Town in the league to play beforehand, as you can see here, at home, and then we have a Checkatrade Trophy game against Swindon Town, which I'm actually going to be simulating, and then we have transfer deadline day. The way it's going to work is that we're going to simply show you the highlights basically, so anything that happens in the meantime between the game, any signings, obviously the highlights of the game as well. We've actually got 2.2 million to spend and 18,000 in wage budget, which is, you know, a lot of money, especially in League One. But I don't think we're going to spend that, to be honest. In fact, there's not really a lot, as you can see here. This is the squad I played from the last game. There's not really a lot that I think needs improving. I think we've got a fairly healthy squad. You know, I think we've got a good first team. There's lots of room for rotation, so, you know, we'll see. But, you know, to be honest, it's looking fine. However, having said that, last episode you saw we left on a cliffhanger. A bid had come in for Ellis Harrison from Shrewsbury for 670,000. In fact, I did accept that offer. Thought it was a really good deal, 670k for Ellis Harrison. So possibly we may be needing to go in and buy a striker, but we'll see. Rory Gaffney is also in talks with Barnsley for a £500,000 deal, so we'll see how that goes as well. We've got training here, and as you can see, this is what I was going for. I'm going to leave Harrison in there for now, just in case he decides to stay. In fact, I am actually half hoping that he does stay. You know, I feel that he was playing okay, but it was just too good to turn down the offer, so we'll see anyway. But yeah, this is the training I'm going with. The two centre halves also training. Sweeney, I believe, is on loan, but I'm hoping we're going to go in for him permanently at the end of the season, but we will see. You know, we don't have to think about that just yet, thankfully. So I'll let you know if anything happens in the meantime. Otherwise, we'll go into the Fleetwood game. So Rory Gaffney has been sold to Barnsley, £500,000. I think that's a good deal. We received 350,000 of that. But also, a transfer offer has come in for Byron Moore, Exeter City, £400,000 they're offering. I'm really pleased with Byron Moore. I'm really enjoying playing with him. I think he's playing well. So I'm just going to flat out reject that offer. I'm not looking to sell him, to be honest. I want to try and keep the core of the squad here now if possible. But we'll see how it goes. Nottingham Forest have come in for Tom Lockyer, 820,000. Again, that is a lot of money. I can get $1 million for him in the opinion of you know, my advisors. But again, I'm not looking to sell. We did reject an 850,000 offer from Ross County earlier in the window, and we're going to reject this offer as well. We want to maintain the core of the squad, and I believe Lockyer has a lot of improving to do, and it can be done at this club. So the news here, Ellis Harrison has actually been sold £670,000 to Shrewsbury Town. We received 475,000 of that, which means we do need a striker. So I'll be looking at the market. I'll let you know if anything happens, but on this day we do have Fleetwood at home, so we're going to play that. Some important transfer news for you in terms of incomings. We've actually tabled a 2-year loan bid for Middlesbrough's Ashley Fletcher. You might know him from his time either at Manchester United. He went on loan to Barnsley in League One, played very, very well. Went to West Ham on a permanent deal last season. He was, you know, in the first team squad perhaps, but didn't quite get the starting time I think he was looking for. He went to Middlesbrough in real life this season, and he's playing well. He's in and around the first team, and I know he's doing very well. So if we can pull this off, I'll be really pleased. This is the lineup that we're going with today. One change from the team that lost against Bury. Billy Bodin comes in for Stuart Sinclair on the wing. But apart from that, it's all the same. Brown, Sweeney, Lockyer and Leadbitter make up the back four in front of Smith in goal. And Dye and Agogo as holding mids. Byron Moore and Billy Bodin as my wingers, with Ben Brereton and John Marquise up front. I'm going to start off with an attacking mentality. As soon as we're at home, I want to take the game to Fleetwood. I think we should be aiming for a win today, really. Nice play into John Marquis. Looks for Brereton in the middle. Corner. Oh, he's sent through Devante Cole and he's pacey. Thankfully, he's screwed that up a bit. Leadbitter manages to get it away. And can we hit them on the break now? Oh, Ben Brereton just couldn't quite get the turn precise. Amari Bell on the left-hand side now. Well done, Byron Moore. He's dealt with it well. And now, can we hit him on the break? He's only got Brereton in the box. Oh, it's a nice cross. And he'll go for it from here. Oh, good save. That's a good save. Gives it to O'Neill. Into Grant. Oh, that's poor defending from me. Oh, good save. Poor defending from me then. Leadbitter. Can he get it away? Well done. That's good strength and pace shown for Daniel Leadbitter. And now he's going to go on and maraud him, run down the right. That's nice play. Looking for Brereton in the box. Oh, Amari Bell's just caught up to him in the last minute. It's really unlucky. It's been a really boring game, to be honest. Bodin's got to come off, as has Moore. Because I just don't think they've been very good. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do with Brereton. This is when you're starting to regret the Harrison sale, but you know, we have got people lined up. It's a good header away from a go-go. Brereton's nicked it. He needs that run now, and he gets that run from Unditled. Sinclair. Oh, he spotted the run in the middle with John Marquis, and Marquis is through, and that's a good finish, and it's a good goal. And finally the breakthrough has come. That is what we needed. We needed them to open up a bit of space. Stuart Sinclair has spotted Marquis' run. It's a good run. It's a nice ball, and finally we really desperately needed that because you know, I felt like it wasn't going to come. That's nice, and we've hit them on the break attack, and finally I think, you know, we've got what we desperately needed. Devante Cole tries to cross it in. Brown tries to get it away. That's in Smith's hands comfortably. No. He tried to throw it out, and oh my God, Jordi Hewell has made a mess of that. I don't know what's happened there. I've tried to launch it out to Sinclair, and it hasn't even gone that far. Now Lee Brown, charge at the field. He's going to come inside. And Marquis has found a little bit of space again. John Marquis shoots. Oh, it's unlucky. It's very unlucky. I've noticed there's been a trend in the games that we've been playing so far in this career. And that's that the first halves are quite boring. And the second halves just seem to liven up. Oh, because I think it was Devante Cole went for a shot there just outside the box. And the bobble sort of played up with Smith. And they've won a corner from that. Can we get it away? No, we can't. And Dolly to mop up. Well done. Very poor. Well run back by Lee Brown though. It's real end-to-end stuff now. Ben Brereton's a good ball to a go-go, and we can finish off the game now in stoppage time. He's looking for a run. Oh, he couldn't get it across. And that's full time in the end. And we'll take the 3 points. You know, we've got a clean sheet as well, so we will take that. Thankfully, John Marquis comes up with the goods. I think the two substitutions of, well, I say the two. I mean, I think Stuart Sinclair played well after coming on. Dunk barely got into the game. In fact, I didn't actually notice him touch the ball. John Marquis gets man of the match as well. So, you know, all in all, a good day at the office, and it's now back into transfer window. As you can see here, Ben Brereton suspended for 1 match after he picked up another booking, and then Ashley Fletcher has rejected our transfer offer for a loan move, which means that we now have to go back in the market and find someone. I'm going to be simulating that Cheshire Trophy game, by the way. You know, I'm not interested in playing that, to be honest. In terms of training, we have a free space. We need to decide what we want next. I don't think there's really a lot there, to be honest. You know, we don't have a lot of high growth players, so we'll stay with how it is for now, and we'll see if we sign anyone that's going to grow, if we decide to add them to the training. Some more transfer news. Barnet have tabled a 210,000 bid for Stuart Sinclair. I'm going to reject it, quite simply. He's part of the first team. And like I say, I'm not looking to sell any more players, really, that are that are already there at Bristol Rovers, other than the ones that are, 50 rated, not a lot of prospects. So, yeah, Stuart Sinclair will be staying, part of my first team. And also, I'd like to get the opinion of any Bristol Rovers fan. If we're going to the transfer hub here, I'm not signing him this window, but what would be the thoughts on Matty Taylor coming back to the club? I know it would be controversial with him having left for Bristol City, last year. What would be the opinion on that? I don't know how Bristol Rovers fans' feelings is towards him. Would they want him back? Would they not? So, if you are a Rovers fan, you're watching this, please, give me some advice. Would he welcome back, or should I, look away, look elsewhere, and go nowhere near Matty Taylor? Just in terms of some news as to what we're doing about the striker situation. Currently scouting Devante Cole. I think I might go in for him, to be honest. I do like him. I think he's the pacey forward that we also need. He's young as well. He's going to grow. I'm also scouting Patrick Bamford. This is slightly more unrealistic. I don't think this is going to happen at all, actually. But we'd see if we could get him in on loan. But really, I think Devante Cole is the main, the main target. And also David Brooks we're looking at as well. See if we can bring him in on loan. He's been doing very well for Sheffield United in real life this season. He's been their shining light, really. But I'm wondering if we could be able to tempt him into a loan deal. So we'll see about that as well, and I'll let you know if anything happens on those fronts. So we just simulated the Checkatrade Trophy game against Swindon Town. We won 1-0, so we're through to the second round of that. I will still be simulating the next round as well, to be honest. Excuse me. I'm really not interested in it. Since the Football League decided to bring in under 23s sides, although I know they won't be in it in this game. But either way, I'm still not going to go for it. Really, want to concentrate on the league and the FA Cup as well when that comes. So it is now deadline day. We have 10 hours left, and as you can see, we're yet to make a signing, we're yet to decide, but I think I'm going to go in for Devante Cole. I already know his ratings anyway. I'm not sure if my scout will have came back yet. In terms of, no, he hasn't, so we're going to go in blind, but I do know his ratings. So let's see how this goes. So we're going to table an initial offer of, say, 300,000. They want 440,000 plus a 10% sell-on clause. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower that to 350. And we'll keep the sell-on clause. They've lowered the sell-on clause, and they've also lowered the transfer demand sum, 410,000. Do you know what? I'm going to accept it. I'm okay with that. So it'll be onwards to the contract negotiations now. First of all, the squad role. We'll ask him to see if rotation. He wants important. I'm happy to give him that, although he will be rotating amongst Ben Brereton and John Marquis as well. We'll ask for a 5-year deal. We'll be ambitious. He only wants 1 year. You see, I found with this FIFA as well, they will only accept a maximum of 1 year above what their initial demand is. So we'll only accept 2 years. So we're going to disregard the release clause. And on to the wages. Well, that goal bonus has to go straight away. And apart from that, I'm okay with everything else he's asking for. He wants an increased wage. 2,900. You see, it's not really going to break the bank, but I see no reason why that should impact on a wage demand. We'll just go with that, 2,800. I'm happy to give him that amount. So it looks like it's a done deal, Devante Cole. Yep, there he is. 63 overall, but I know he's going to grow. I've already seen his ratings anyway. And we've actually got him less than his value as well, 410,000. His value is 525,000, so I'm really pleased with that. I don't think we're done yet. I wonder if... No, Sheffield United aren't interested in loaning out David Brooks. We're not going to buy him because, you know, I'm trying to keep this as realistic as possible, really. And, you know, they're not going to sell him, especially not for an amount as low as 1.2 million or 1.6, what my advisor's suggesting there. So, I know, I don't think we're done yet. We're going to have a little look around. As you can see, I went to FC Barcelona B and scouted almost every player. But really, I'm not looking to go for any of them either, to be honest. So we'll see. Dimitri Mitchell was also an option for me to get him in on loan. Still yet to decide on that one. I don't really want to crowd out the team with too many loan players. You know, I want that continuity. I want them to carry over into seasons beyond. I want them to grow at this club. So yeah, we'll see anyway. Rico Henry was another option, but you know, I think the left back and left mid position is pretty fine now, to be honest. You know, I don't see a problem. Freddie Woodman, who's at Newcastle. Some of you might know him from the under-20s World Cup winning team this year. He was the goalkeeper there and he played very well. So, you know, I thought I'd have a look at him, but I'm happy with the goalkeeping situation as well at the moment. The rest of these are targets that I looked at earlier on in the window. Sapong was one I was really chasing, but you know, in the end, I felt it was too much money. Ekuban, I went in for a loan. Well, I was going to go in for a loan deal with him, and ended up ending the negotiation because I felt that we could get better than him, and we have, to be fair, in Devante Coles. So, so far so good, but I don't think the transfer window is done for us just yet. So we simulated 1 hour of transfer deadline day. Another transfer offer for Byron Moore, this time from Barnsley. It's actually less than what Exeter offered originally. Rejecting it again. No need to sell. We've actually made a £600,000 offer for Nottingham Forest Tyler Walker. They've accepted, and now we just have to negotiate with him. I really like him. I think in real life, I think he's a good player. Obviously, he knows Ben Brereton well. He's already at the club. But obviously Brereton's only on a 2-year loan, and he's actually got growth of over 13, so he can grow to high 70s, possibly early 80s. So he could be a really good addition. He's one for the future. I think we need to look towards the future more. Most of the players are already, you know, in their prime, if not older. So you know, we're now looking for younger players. He wants 2. I'll offer him 3, and he will take that deal. We'll disregard a release clause. Let's have a look at this. So we'll remove the bonus. Edit wage. Bring that down to about 4,500. Lower it by around 1,000. So we're going to lower it to 5,000. I can't imagine one that. He wants 6,100. And you know what? I'm going to give it him. And as a result, Tyler Walker is now a Bristol Rovers player. So it's really good to have him in as well. We've got a couple more young influences which I think we needed in the squad, and as a result, now I think we're done. Transfer budget's looking really healthy. Still in the profit margins, and a good wage budget as well. And I think we should be done. Really, I'm not sure if we'll get any offers for our players, but chances are I'm going to reject them anyway. And there it is on the right hand side as well, Tyler Walker signing. So we have 4 hours to go, and QPR have just made an offer for Billy Bowden, 650,000. It's way below his value. It's pretty ridiculous, really, that they think I'd accept that. So so we're going to reject that as well, and we'll move back into deadline day. 3 hours to go. I don't think anything else is going to happen, to be honest. Certainly not with... that's a good signing on the right as well. Just on a side note, Milan signing Javier Pastore. Not bad at all. But yeah, our business is done. We've had no more offers, so looks like it's all done and dusted. So we'll just have a quick recall of the signings we've made over the summer. This was the team that I played for the Cheshire Trophy game. If you're wondering why it's so different to usual. So we brought Ben Brereton in Ben Brereton in on a 2-year long loan. John Marquis signed for 700,000. Where's the main man? There he is. And Dye signed for 350,000. Agogo, 300,000. Where else? Harrison Dunk signed. I think it was for 450, possibly 500. Tyler Walker, of course, for 600,000, and Devante Cole for 400,000. So I think it's been a really good summer, to be honest, and I think we're ready to go for the season. We'll see how it gets on. I mean, the board only want me to finish mid-table. I would like a playoff push, to be honest. You know, I want it exciting, and I don't see why not. I think this is the team is rated fairly well, and there's lots of room for rotation. Lots of quality in the squad, so I think we can go on and push further than mid-table. But so next episode we've got Bradford City, which is going to be a really good test, especially for the new signings. So we'll do that game away, Walsall at home, and then Oldham at home as well. We'll do all 3 of those games in episode 4. And on that note, it is time to sign off. Thank you so much for watching. If you've stayed till the end, I really appreciate it. Please drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Tell me what I can do to improve. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. There'll be more content to come. Lots more of this series. And another features as well. Started an Ultimate Team thing. We did the lowest rated team, see if I could win a game of it on Ultimate Team, so check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, that's it really. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I've been Brommo18, and I will see you next time.